Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Keith once again with Craps TX. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, please hit that thumbs up for us. That really helps. Please do that. Subscribe if you haven't yet. That helps a lot too. Hit that bell for notifications. That helps you to be notified when a new video comes out. So today we're going to start a series or a challenge. We're going to go $400 on a $15 table. I was thinking about doing a $10 table, but I think you see more $15 tables out there than you do 10. And even some 15s are kind of hard to find sometimes with the amount of $25 tables that are out there. But what I understand, some of the casinos are starting to throw in $10 and $15 tables again. So we'll do it for a $15 table. Is that enough? No. It's just a challenge that we're doing. We're starting off with 400 and we're going to see what we can do. It may last just this one video. It may go 2 or 3 videos. Maybe I won't go any more than 5 on it, and they won't necessarily be run in succession. I'll do them like maybe every Thursday or every other Thursday, something like that. All right. So, yeah, we're going to start that here in just a second. First of all, I'd like to thank our 2 partners, PokerChipMania.com. There's the banner right down there. They've got these clay chips. They've also got ceramic chips, casino grade, composite chips like I use here. They've got chips for roulette. They have these chip racks. They've got the cases to store your chip racks in. They have a 19mm dice as well. They've also got supplies for poker, blackjack, and other card games. They're also being very generous right now and offering our viewers a discount. Use that code down at the bottom of that banner, CRAPSTX10, for 10% off your entire order. That's PokerChipMania.com, quality gear for your home casino setup. All right, next up we have grip mats, gripmats.etsy.com. They are the makers of this deluxe craps mat here. They can also customize them for you. I've got my logo put on mine down there. They've also got a regular craps layout, a poker, blackjack, baccarat mats. They've also got several different licensed designs, such as Marvel, DC, Dune, Star Wars, a lot of others. A lot of home game type mats, even chess, checkers, and backgammon, fantasy type mats, games. If you don't see it, reach out to them. They can probably do a custom order for you. If not, they'll let you know. They also run some percentage off discounts right on the product pages. Go check them out. That is gripmats.etsy.com. Quality mats for your gaming, home, and office needs. Also, honorable mention, I mentioned it on one of the last videos, Zurity brand, CGS, Casino Gaming Supply. I've got a set of dice from them. These are casino grade dice, ones that you would see on a craps table. They're kind of cloudy. They're not transparent. I did have these other ones over here just to kind of compare them. These are transparent. These are not. Almost like a sanded texture. They are all flat and very razor sharp. 19 millimeter dice. That is sold by Zurity Brands on Amazon. I'll have a link in the description below. So thank you to them as well for letting us try out their dice. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. $400 to question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Where can we go with this challenge? I'm going to start out with 400. Like I just said, there's 100, 2, 3, 50, 75, 85, 90, and 10 makes $400. So what do? Do you start off a little more aggressive? Do you start off conservative and try to build up? There's all different kinds of ways. I guess it depends on the time that you have, the risk tolerance that you have. So I'm going to say we're probably going to start off a little more conservative, maybe just doing 18-18 on the 6 and 8. That would be 10% or just under 10% of our bankroll there, and then just see if we can build upon that. Let's get a set of dice and get started. Not a whole lot there. Well, there was a 5-3-8. We'll take that. And yeah, well, we'll be the shooter, maybe like every third shooter. We've done that before. There's a hard 10. All right, like I said, I'm probably just going to start off really conservative and just go 36. So that'll be 18 on the 6 and 8. We can pick up the 5 as well, I guess. But yeah, let's just see what we do with this first. See how that goes. We are starting a challenge, so this first video is going to be just trying to build up our bankroll a little bit so we can do some more aggressive betting. Nice out. 6-5, yo, 11. No help, no harm. There's a 3-2-5. I'll go through this kind of quick until we get some hits. And a 6, 4, 10. That is our point. So we'll turn the puck off. Bets are off. You could work them if you'd like, but we're all trying to be conservative, right? Ace deuce, 3 craps. Still looking for a point, and there it is. 3, 2, 5. 5 will be our point. These are some sharp dice. I can tell you that right now. Whoa, we'll call that a no roll. That went out of the side of my hand and went over to the sidewall. Nice out. All right, there is an ace deuce, 3 craps. No help, no harm. We need a 6 or an 8, not a 7. That doesn't help our conservative strategy. All right, that's going to do it for the first shooter. Let's go ahead and mix them up, get us another set of dice here. Like I said, I'll probably be the third shooter. All right, dice out. You don't have to, especially when you're playing, trying to play a little more conservative, not aggressive. There is another 10 as our point. Let's go 36 one more time. One more time. And do it on the 6 and the 8. 18 and 18. And we can do a little pressing or maybe grab another number if we can get a hit. And it looks like we're not going to get anything. So this is really fun so far, right? At least we had a few more rolls on the first shooter. This one, we're just wabam, PSO 0.7 out. Hopefully it's not these new dice. They can't be defective, can they? I don't think so. That is strictly a joke. All right, dice are coming out. Oh, I was going to be the shooter, wasn't I? Well, we'll do it on the next one, okay, since we've already got a number here. So that is going to be our point. Let's go ahead again and do the 36. As we are dwindling down our bankroll, we're supposed to be going the other way. Yes, even though 6 is the point, we're going to go ahead and grab it because we are not the shooter, so we don't have to worry about it being covered by the pass line. Nice out. Can't get a hit on one of those, so we can do a little pressing or a little collecting. Well, that just went right back in the bowl, didn't it? Don't even know if I got the right one. 3, 2, 5. Again, nothing. Can we get a 6 or an 8? Yes. All right, so that is going to pay 21. What are we going to do? Are we going to press up the 6 and the 8, or are we going to grab another number? Let's just grab another number. That pays 21. Let's grab the 9. How about that? So we'll put 6 back in the rack. So we can say we got a little something out of it. There's another hit on the 8. Now we can grab the other one on the other side. That is going to pay 21 also. We'll take the 5, please. And right there, for the cost of $36, we now have 66 inside. Nice out. Got to hit that back wall, shooter. There's a 314. Thing about those sharp dice, man, they're grabbing the table. So I'm throwing them light just so I'm not bouncing them off the wall. But yeah, they kind of dig in when they hit. 6, 4, 10, nothing there. I'll put a little more something on them, a little more mustard on them. There's an ace deuce, 3 craps. Another 6, 2, 8. All right, I think it's time to press up the 8. That is going to pay 21. I'll take it up to 36, please. That's 5 for a quarter. 36, and then $3 back to the rack. All right, nice out. 4, 3, 7 out. All right, so far our conservative strategy is not doing too well. We did make a little headway that way. Headway that time. Not much though. $10, $15. 15 to be exact. All right, so we're going to be the shooter this time. We'll put $15 out on the pass line. And get us another set of dice. And I did not start my clock, so we're just going to have to guess on the time. All right, let's go ahead and take those aces there. We are coming out looking for a point. 3, 1, 4. All right, we will do single odds. Need to get some change. There is 5 for 25, and I'll put 15 behind, just single odds behind that 4. And then what are we going to do? We're going to do 6, 8, or we're going to do more than that? Let's just do the 6, 8 for now, since we are down on our money. There's 35 and 6. Yes, I know this might be boring. Some of you are saying might. This is yawn worthy. But this is how you try to build up your bankroll so that you can do a little more aggressive betting down the line if we can just get some hits. And there's one. That's a good one for us. Point hit. So that is going to pay 15 on the flat. We have 15 behind. That is going to pay 2 to 1. So that's another $30, and we will take it. What I like to do is go ahead and press my pass line up by 1 at least. Now we have $20 down there. I am going to cover that pass line bet with a crap check. There is $5. I'm going to get a $3 crap check because that will pay 7 to 1 on any craps and cover us on that 20. So there'll be $21 covering us on the 20 that we have exposed. Dice out. 538. Okay, so we didn't need the crap check, but that's fine. It was there for insurance. All right, 8 is our point. We'll go ahead and take the 8 and move $20 behind single odds. Put that back there. Let's go ahead and grab another number. We'll grab the 5. How about that for $15? Dice out. And I should have grabbed the 9 because I didn't have it on there. That's why. Because dice out. 516. Okay, we do have that. That was a 5. Roll that back. Those dice are digging in. Those sharp edges, man. 18 is going to pay 21. All right, now let's grab the 9 for 15, and we'll put 6 back in the rack. Color those up 5 for 5, and dice are out. 314, nothing there. Need any of the inside numbers, please. Not that one. That's too much inside. That's like inside right there. 617. All right, so we're done with that shooter, which was me. And we'll go on to not being the shooter once again. Let's get us another set of these CGS dice sold by Zurity Brands on Amazon. Link will be in the description below. Thank you to those fine folks over there. Go visit their Amazon store. They've got some different colors that they rotate in through there, just depending on what they have in stock. All right. So let's just get us a point set first, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do strategy-wise. Ooh, hit that back wall. 5, 4, 9. They kind of clicked right here, and one just went dead. All right, 9's our point. So let's go ahead and we're at a $15 table. We'll get the 6 and 8 for sure. That's 36. Do we want to go 51? Let's go 51. We'll grab the 5 also. $51. So that is 15 on each, 18 on the 6 and 8. Makes $51. Now, I guess we could grab the 9. Well, no, we'll grab the 9 if we hit one of these. All right, dice out. 538. There we go. I will stick true to my word. That pays 21. Dealer, let's put 15 on the 9. So $6 back to the rack. We're trying to build our bankroll. Let's see what we get here. And there it goes. 538. The challenge, $400 to question mark. What can we get this up to on this series? 21 is going, or 18 is going to pay 21. Let's see, what do we do from here? Dealer, take my 8 to 36. We'll go ahead and be a little aggressive and use most of our winnings there to press that up. All but $3. 3 will go back to the rack. Dice out. We need some more hits on that 8. There's one right there. Thank you. 36 pays 42. I'll say, dealer, take me to 42. And we'll put 36 back in the rack. All right, dice out. Yes, we could press up some other numbers, but that's what I chose to do. It's basically just whatever you'd like to do. 6, 4, 10, nothing there. The thing is, starting out with $400 on a $15 table and see what you can build up to. All right, 538, that is a good hit for us. 42 is going to pay 49 or 50 for 1. We'll say, dealer, take me up to 60. I'm not going to be ultra aggressive at this point. So we'll put $30 back in the rack, and we're about back to even on this shooter. Dice out. And of course, as soon as we get right to even, we get smacked in the face. In the face. All right. Still trying to build up that bankroll. I don't know that we're doing that great of a job, but we'll see. Again, I'm not sure where we're at on time, but we'll just kind of go by feel at this point. I do have the clock running, but I started it late. I show 6 minutes, but I'm sure we ran a good 10 minutes before we even started it. We'll just go until we keep, I don't know. We'll see. Dice out. Will be the next shooter after this one. 6288 is our point. And what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We'll go, we'll do that. 6, so that's 51 out there. We got 18, 18, and 15. Dice out. Yes, we could put a field bet out there and play the iron cross, but we're just going to play the box numbers for now. 18 on that 6 is going to pay 21. Dealer, I'd like to put 15 on the 9, please. And we'll get $6 back to the rack. Dice out. So now we got 66 inside, and good time for it. We just got a hit on that. That is going to pay us 21. Dealer, take my 9 to 20. And then we'll take 16 back to the rack. It's basically kind of replacing it with what we were paid on it. There's a 314. Did you see how that dice just kind of bit and did not roll? Dice out. 415. That's the thing about the new dice. You got to get a little wear on them first. Otherwise, they just bite. 415. All right, 15 is going to pay 21. We'll just say, dealer, take me to 20. And we'll take 16 back to the rack. We'll color 5 of those red up for green. Dice are out. The $400 challenge. $400 to what? There's boxcars. All the dots and spots we got. 527. All right, we're going to be done with that shooter. I don't think, no, we didn't even get money back for that shooter, I don't believe. Close, but not quite. I think we're kind of hanging but just below 400, our starting bankroll. We'll see if we can't get a good long roll out of here. Another one of these shooters. Oh, I was going to be the shooter on this one, right? All right, let's go $15 on the pass line. And let's get going. Dice are out. There's an ace deuce, of course. We're going to lose on the pass line. You lose on the 2, 3, and 12. You win on the 7 and then the 11. I just put 25 and got 10 and change to leave my $15 out there. Dice out. 6, 4, 10. 10 will be our point. I will play single odds behind that. Get some change. There's 5 for 5. $15 will go behind. At 10 for odds, I'll put 51 out here. We'll go 6, 8, 9. 6, 8, 9. See if we can't build upon that. So still got a lot of money out there, but hopefully we get a hit. There we go. We actually chose the right number for a change. So there is a 9. That is going to pay 21. Dealer, I would like to put 15 on the 5, please. $6 back to the rack. So now we have 66 inside. There's another 639. That is going to pay 21. Dealer, take my 9 to 20. Just move that 15 out of the way. Put the 20 there and 16 back to the rack. Dice out. You could do any kind of pressing you want. If you see, I'm just kind of replacing my bet with whatever. Here I might be a little more aggressive and let's see, we need some more red. Let's just get some off to the side here. All right, what are we at? 4, 3. Okay, that's going to pay 21. I'll just say, dealer, take me to 36 on that. So that is 5 red for a green. And $3 back to the rack. So a little more aggressive on that bet. 2 by 4, 6. We'll do that same thing there. 18 will pay 21. Dealer, take me to 36. That way we don't have to put in any additional money, and we're still getting a max bet out of what we won. Put back out there. $3 back to the rack. Let's color up 5 of those white for a red. And dice are out. The $400 to question mark challenge. 415. 15 is going to pay 21. Dealer, take me to 20. 16 back to the rack. Let's go ahead and color up some of the red and see what we got there. 40 some odd dollars. Dice out. 314, nothing there. We could use that 10. That would help. Dice out. And no, we're going to get a 527. All right, so that was me as the shooter. did not do so well. I mean, we did okay, but we still didn't get back our initial investment, I don't believe. If we did 51 plus the 30 down there, no, we sure didn't. But let's go another shooter at least, right? We'll go one more. We'll go one more, and this will be it for this first video in what may be a multi-video series, depending on how our bankroll ends up. Turn that puck off. We are not putting any bets out yet. We're waiting for a point to be set. The $400 challenge on a $15 table, 549. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Is there anything you would have done differently? Different strategies? Different pressing strategies, or just even just regular, like what I'm doing here, playing the 51. Would you cover all of them? Would you go all the way across? Would you go just inside? Would you play just the 6 and the 8? What would you do? I'm just playing the 51 right now, the 5, 6, and 8. And there is an 8 that will allow us to pick up the 9. 18 is going to pay 21. Dealer, place my 9 for 15, please. You'll get $6 back to the rack and dice round. 6, 4, 10. Nothing there. Nice out. 3, 2, 5. All right. 15 is going to pay 21. We'll just say, dealer, take my 5 to 20. And we'll put 16 back in the rack. See if we can't get a few hits like that. We could be a little more aggressive and press up, like power press or even full press. There's a 6, 5, yo, 11. We kind of full press here and there. 5, 1, 6. 18 is going to pay 21. Dealer, take me to 36. So we're kind of taking advantage of everything that we won there, except for $3. We get $3 back to the rack. We have 36 on the 6 now. So we basically doubled our bet on the 36. There is a hard 4, or on the 6 rather. There is an easy 4. If we could ever get built up enough, we might play the 4 and the 10. There's aces, nothing there. Or doesn't help, brother. 2 by 4, 6. All right, there is 36 on that. That's going to pay 42. We're just going to get to where we do that replace kind of thing. Dealer, take my 6 to 42. So that means that 36 will go back to the rack. Just a little more money over there. We'll color some of that up as we go. There's 5 for 5 and 5 for a quarter. So we got $61 over there. Dice out. Got to hit that back wall, shooter. There's a 5, 4, 9. That is our point. 15 will pay 21. Dealer, take my 9 to 20. 16 back to the rack. Dice out. So basically like a $5 press, or actually a $5 press. There is a 5, 1, 6. 6 will be our point. Dice out. 6, 4, 10. Nothing there. Last shooter here on this $400 challenge. There's 6, 5, yo. What can we get this to on a $15 table? 3, 2, 5. Are we playing too conservatively? 20 is going to pay 28. I'll say, dealer, take me to 35. All right, that way we'll put 13 back in the rack. So we're now at 35 on the 5. Dice out. 5, 3, 8. We haven't hit that yet. 18 will pay 21. Dealer, take me to 36. There is 5 red for a green. 2 red on top of that, and a white makes 36. $3 back to the rack. 5 of those white for a red. 5 red for a green. Dice out. And 6, 1, 7. I was just about to say we're doing a little bit better on this shooter, but there is the old 7. All right, so let's go ahead and get that out of the way. We will put this away and count up and see where we're at in our $400 challenge. Did we make any progress whatsoever? I don't think we did, but I think we're not as too far gone, where we can't climb back out at least. We'll adjust our strategy on the next video and see what we can do to keep ourselves in the game. All right, let's color up. There's 5 red for a green. 1, 2. There's 2. So we got at least 300. So we're not down terribly much. 300, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 309. So we're down $91 on the $400 challenge. $400 to question mark, question mark, question mark. So we can start off next video still doing like maybe 36, 18 on the 6 and 8. That'll be 10% or a little over 10% rate of our bankroll. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Give us some ideas for some other strategies to run with this small of a bankroll on a $15 table. If you've got any other strategies you'd like to see, you can email us down there, crapstx@gmail.com. We do respond. I'd like to thank our two partners, pokerchipmania.com and gripmats.etsy.com. Go check them out. Links for those will be in the description below. And the honorable mention to CGS Dice Zurity Brands on Amazon for these casino grade dice, which are very sharp. I did not cut my hand, so we're doing good so far, which is good because I don't have any band-aids up here. But those are some nice dice. Good feel to them. They're not the transparent kind. They're a little more like sanded looking, but I like them. Thank you to those guys and gals over there. We'll put that link also in the description below. That's going to do it for this one. This is Craps TX. Before you get out of here, please hit that thumbs up for us. That helps a ton. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit that bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified when the next video comes out. My name is Keith. This is Craps TX. We had a lot of fun, but we wish we would have had a little bit more money left over. We'll see what we can do on the next one, and we'll see you on the next one. Puck is off. Good night.